We want revolution.
Bookmarklets on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check, complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, welcome to the Informant podcast. I'm Pistol Pete from Stockholm. Tonight, I have with me Jana Mig Death by Gucci, and I have Jennifer the Mafia Wars Loot Lady.
What's up?
What's up?
Hi.
Party people.
In
It's
the
April.
house.
We don't feel really party.
I don't either. I feel like more of a napper today.
Well, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Lazy Sunday.
It's
That's how
April
the song
Fool's,
goes.
too.
Yeah.
It is
I got
April Fool's.
sunburned yesterday, so I didn't do anything today.
We didn't really have a good April Fool's this year at Stockholm. We kind of, last minute, it kind of creeped up on us, and then we were like, oh man, we should have
You
did
s-
something, and we didn't.
You guys usually do something, don't you?
Yeah, usually. We've had the reward point script one time. That was a
Oh,
a
yeah,
good
that's
one,
right.
where everybody thought they were getting all these reward points, and then they'd refresh, and it was all gone. April Fools.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think. There was another one we did too that was something else along those lines. But yeah, we didn't do one this year. But there's some others that have been floating around. Came across one where they said instantly upgrade your pub to
I saw
Yeah.
that.
level
too. I saw
15,
that.
and then it comes up, and then there's an April Fool's on you.
Uh-huh.
Like a picture.
Oh, wait, I gotta back up. Spoiler. If you click on the link.
I didn't click. A couple of times I fell for some of these, and I was like, oh, I got to do a blog post. And I clicked on them, and I'm like, oh man, it's April Fool's. And now I'm wondering, what if something real really did happen, but
Oh, yeah,
nobody
and
paid
nobody believes
attention?
Covering
Yeah.
it up. And there was nothing, from Zynga either. Like the year of the
Yeah, we beat the devs last year.
unicorns.
Yep.
And the
But
unicorns.
I'm wondering, is April Fool's like a worldwide thing?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know to be careful on that day
I
because
think enough people know about it. I would imagine it's somewhat a worldwide shared holiday, if you will.
well, I know the other people in MIG from other countries learned about it today, if that was the case.
Yes, I heard something.
Oh
weird
my gosh. Well,
happen.
Chester gets bored, right? And he loves April Fools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I knew he was going to do this because we've kind of been talking about it for a few days, but he posted today around, 9 o'clock this morning. He writes, effective immediately, I am taking over as godfather of MIG. Sonia Dolan will stay as disposed leader in desperate need of mentoring, which I will provide. Jana Gucci will become co-godmother as she has served us well and has a new zest for the game. Mike Nestor will stay on as consig, as do the other officers. And then it goes on, but this is in our private room. And so Chester was a little bit disrespectful to our godmother, which wasn't cool. And she was in on it too a little bit. She knew it was going to happen, but she wasn't online. And then as MIG began to read this today, they were not happy. I don't think
They
Chester-
believed it?
They did, and some people were like, this has got to be April Fool's, and we lost 3 people today over it. Mike Nestor being one of them, so he better realize that this was a joke, but he got upset, and a few people got upset, and then Chester came back on later, and, it said April Fool's, and everybody that knows Chester knows that it is April 1st, and that he's gonna do something silly. And, he was going to come on the show tonight and apologize to Mig, so I'll do it for him. But I know it wasn't meant to go as stray as it did. And a lot of people did believe it. And, of course, obviously, Chester coming back and me being co-godmother would be just horrible. The end of Mig. But we love Sonia, and that's not the case. So some people didn't have as much fun with Chester's joke. Yeah.
Well, it's tough with some of them because you really don't know how far it's going. Like last year, I wrote up that cease and desist.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to remember what you did.
People believed it.
guys even started believing it.
Well, didn't we message you? And we're like,
serious.
Pete, we're so sorry. Is there anything we can do?
Like, oh my God, fight the power. Yeah. Well, you never know. And like you said before with other countries, it is possible that some people didn't realize that would be, something that Chester would do. And you really got to know Chester And you've got to know him well enough to know he's not coming back as a godfather, especially. He's enjoying the real world.
Yeah. Hey, I was reading up on Wikipedia a bit. It's not a national holiday, obviously, but
Okay.
it's celebrated in different countries around the world. And in France and Italy, children and adults traditionally tack paper fish on each other's back and as a trick and shout, "April fish."
Oh, wah, wah, wah. How funny. April fish. Now, if I was to do that to someone, they would think I was insane in this country, but...
Yeah. The April 1st foolishness can be found in Chaucer's Canterbury Tales in 1392.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't realize it went back that far.
The Feast of Fools.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not. Serious.
Gotcha. You never know on days like this. My older brother, when he was in college, called one time and told me, and he's such a goody-goody. I know he doesn't listen, so I can say that. But he called and said that he had just gotten kicked out of college and that Mom's going to be so mad. I need you to pick me up at the airport. And I was literally like loving this because I'm like, oh my God, he finally got in trouble. This is great. And I'm like on my way to the airport when I get the call back, April Fool. And I'm like, yeah, it was way too good to be true. Oh, well. Did you get anybody, Jen?
Did I?
Yeah, did you do anything?
You know, I was gonna do an elaborate thing and then I ran out of time, so I just made a spoof customer support document and made a fake event about the whining games, is what I called it. I don't think anyone believed it, but it was just kind of to be like Zynga saying, okay, all you guys do is whine and complain. We're gonna have an event that's what you can do. I don't know if it was funny or not. It got a few LOLs, so I think some people thought it was.
Yeah. Google.
But that's what I usually do, and I'll throw a Rickroll link in there somewhere.
Yep.
That's
Google
old
do
too.
something?
Yeah, Google always does some stuff, and they're hoots, depending on which one they end up
What
doing.
did they do this year?
They had Google Maps 8-bit for NES for the Nintendo operating system. They had Google Racing, and Google announced a partnership with NASCAR to help create self-driving vehicles to compete in stock car races. Something tied to the "I'm feeling lucky" button on Google site was also changed to "I'm steering lucky."
Oh, I see that.
See that.
That's all I see, yeah.
So that's all a joke.
Oh yeah, yeah. One year, the funniest one I thought that they did, and called Google TISP, short for Toilet Internet Service Provider. It was a broadband service ran through your toilet.
Oh, lovely. It reminds me of someone, but I won't name names. That's pretty good. Well, is anything at all going on in the game besides April Fools?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm trying to think. Oh, we got mystery bags again.
Yeah, was that a
Yeah.
fail or
Just happened to see those come across.
was
Well,
that
you
a
know-
joke?
You know what happened was last night, which would be 2 days ago from when you're listening, they brought the Caesars mystery bags back.
Right.
And it was like I think it was about like maybe 9 or 10 at night, or 8, maybe 8. And they bring them out. So, you know, if you happen to have been online, you're like, oh, cool, I can collect 20 now. I can gift blast and I can collect 20 at the gift reset time. So it worked out great if you were online. What they did was they pulled it. Maybe it was 2 or 3 hours they were out. And usually they're out for a whole day. Mm-hmm. So they pull it, which in and of itself wouldn't be a big deal if you got enough of them back. But if you accepted one that was in your ZMC after it was pulled, when you returned the gift as a thank you gift, it went back as a blue mystery bag.
Oh,
so
really?
the only ones that were capable of being accepted were the ones that actually land in your ZMC. And it was Saturday night, so any players that weren't online probably got screwed out of it.
Oh, I at least got 5 attack points when I opened one.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a whole lot. I didn't realize it had even been pulled, though.
Yeah, as long as you had 20 in your ZMC, and if you were strategic and caught it early, you could have got 40.
Right.
But I find these Caesar bags are kind of, they don't give as much good stuff as the
Well,
other.
I can send them right now in my free gift page.
Well, they came back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they just came back. I just saw them here a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Pete was the first to know this.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
Well, you
I've
better check
always
your
done
blog
that.
first because there's always somebody first.
Oh, I forgot to thank you, Pete. That's one of my favorites. I get a kick out of it. Like there'll be a big banner on the homepage. You can't miss it. And so you do a blog post and someone will write, you didn't give me credit. I was the first to mention this.
Of course.
And I try to, when people find unique things, but if there's a banner or a pop-up, everybody knows. So there's no reason to say, Joe Blow was the first to see this.
Because really nobody cares.
Yeah.
Frankly.
We need to give credit in the future to someone really obscure.
Yeah.
I'd like to give credit to Arnold Schwarzenegger for finding the first image.
Exactly. Because he did.
Yes, right.
Really.
It's
either him or Rocky.
Speaking of images, somebody emailed me a server image of a loot item, and it had, how the collector's editions have the collection icon on top?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this one had a VIP icon on top of it. So it looks like there's going to be some loot items for this VIP membership program.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I mean, there's got to be some catches.
And one of my friends who's really good at looking for server images, he's trying to find more. So that's just an interesting twist on that. But the fact that there's something in there right now, we have the promotional test pop-ups coming for some people.
Well, I was hoping to win the Mega Millions, and then I was going to buy the game up and then give it to the people.
Did anybody win it?
That was my dream. 3 people, from what I heard, won.
Really? Okay.
I was not one of them. So
I didn't even know about it.
I didn't even play.
I saw you write
Knew
that
about
somewhere, and I was thinking of all people Jen didn't know. But I did not know that Vegas does not, the lotto is illegal in Vegas.
Yeah, we don't have lottery. I think people have to drive to California.
You do. I saw people that were lined up on the Cali-Vegas border, or not Vegas, but Nevada border to get tickets. That's when I learned that it was illegal.
Yeah. I heard everyone talking about the lottery, and I'm like, why does this keep coming up?
Well, they say you had a better shot at getting struck by lightning, so
yeah.
Neither happened to me.
Wow. Nope, I didn't even play it. Saved my $1.
I spent $10 on it and didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
See, in Las Vegas, that's penny change.
Oh, I know. That was just...
They go for the big dollars. That's why they don't have the lotto.
Yeah. Not worth their time. But you would think with them being, able to bet on any sport and all that kind of thing. There's got to be underground lotto sales going on there. There's too many. Yeah.
I mean, there's underground poker rings in Las Vegas, believe it or not.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's legal to do in a casino, but not in your home. But people have organized illegal games in their homes all the time.
You can't play poker in your house?
No, it's against the law.
Isn't that weird? It's so weird.
Yeah, it's illegal anywhere, too. If you're making a profit or using money. If it's just 2 people betting their own money against each other, that's fine. But if the house is sponsoring the game and they take a percentage of the winning pot, then it's technically illegal.
So if 5 people got together and just had a game and then they were taking each other's money, that'd be all right.
Right, but if that home where it was being held...
said I'm going to take 10% of whatever the whole pot is before you guys split.
Then it's...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, man, that'd be really, really crazy. You can't, just have a family game night and can't play poker.
No, it could be illegal in other states. I don't know all the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising, some of the laws there.
Please check your locus jurisdictions for official game rules.
Well, my brother lives in Texas, and he, for a while, he was having tournaments at his house where, a bunch of his friends would come over and they'd have a Texas Hold'em tournament. And the neighbors called the cops. So the cops showed up to my brother's house. And
were they just bummed that they weren't invited, or they just...
No, they made a big deal about it.
Oh, my God.
So this is how I kind of learned about that stuff.
But in Texas, you also can't run your cattle straight down Main Street anymore.
I know. What's up with that? Just kidding. Oh, that's nuts. We saw horses walking down one of our suburban streets here other day, and my son goes, "I feel like we're in the Wild West." And I'm like, well, kind of, but yeah. I'm guessing that was the case back in the day. But now there's horse poop on the street.
The only wilder you get would be in western Kansas.
I know.
Or Wyoming.
So, yeah. Well, anybody got anything else to share tonight?
I don't. I've been trying to scatter in my brain to try to figure out anything that might have slipped through the cracks at Stockholm that I haven't mentioned in a while.
Jen, does he have?
Well, I know what we could talk about, and this affects everybody.